once you realize there is no you to be harmed. No harm can come upon you based upon, I mean, within the story we've created, sure. But no harm can come upon you. No harm that happens to the characters within your story can actually affect you. Okay? There are two types of concentration, which may be practiced in order to realize the ultimate truth of non-dual awareness. This is getting good. 1. Object-centered concentration. And 2. Object-less concentration. The former may be divided into two types. Concentration that is associated with thought and concentration associated with sound. He's moving into hearing now, which is interesting. And my guess is possibly because there's a lot less audio stimuli to surf through. In my personal experience, if I focus on vision, there's so much going on visually. If I focus on what I'm actually hearing, there's not that much going on, unless you're in a big city. All right. So he's saying you can concentrate. An easy way to enlightenment, he's saying, is you can concentrate on your thoughts or you can concentrate on sounds. All movements, is the next verse, all movements that arise in the mind are to be treated as objects. And they are. Object meaning subject and object. Anything you are aware of. Awareness, remember, it consists of an illusory subject and object. Anything you are aware of is the object. The person who is aware is subject. Here, awareness becomes the subject itself. I'm talking grammatically. Awareness becomes the subject itself that is aware of an object. The Buddhists will actually go a step further and talk about how once you think of awareness as awareness then has become an object, and the awareness of that awareness is the new subject. But then when you think about that becomes the new object, and you get this infinite loop of subject and object, which shatters your reality even further. Next verse. I am being, awareness, bliss, unattached, self-luminous, and free of separation. This understanding is known as inquiry, in which ideas are present. Samadhi. Being, awareness, bliss is a translation of what you will often hear: existence, consciousness, bliss. Satchit Ananda. Awareness is a better word, in my opinion, than consciousness. Consciousness is it just doesn't seem like a real world in our colloquial language. Awareness is good. We know what awareness means. Awareness is awareness. Being, I think a better word is existence. The tablet itself, it's not that it doesn't exist, it's that it's not real. In fact, it is proof of existence itself. Existence itself is taking the form of the tablet. You cannot use exists as an adjective. This is an error in language, not necessarily an error in your mind or reality. We say the tablet exists and unicorns don't exist. That's just an error in language itself, because when we something that exists, existence is not a quality like red or blue or hot or cold. It's not an adjective. It's not a trait. What we're really saying is I'll show you why, grammatically, why it doesn't work. When we say the tablet exists, we are asserting its existence in that sentence. We're saying the tablet, something that exists, has a quality of existence. But when we say the unicorn doesn't exist, we're saying a unicorn, which exists, has the quality of non-existence. You created a paradox, but that paradox is a result of just language. It's just a bad quality of language in general. It's not a real paradox. It's just language is not efficient enough. Language tends to give a lot of errors. We can't take it that seriously. But what we're really trying to say when we say the tablet exists is existence has taken the form of a tablet. When we say unicorn doesn't exist, we're saying existence has not taken the form of a unicorn. So when I look at the tablet, it is important to not say to myself what the mind is saying, I am a person looking at a tablet, this tablet exists. It's not really what's going on there. The tablet itself and anything I see and anything I hear and anything I perceive, including my thoughts, are proof of existence itself, because existence has taken a form of this. So when he's talking about existence, awareness, and bliss, he calls it being, awareness, and bliss. When other people say existence, consciousness, and bliss, that is the core reality. That's actually what's real. And what we have called reality before this, you as a separate self that is experiencing things that quote unquote exist around you, that is the story that we've superimposed or created out of what is nothing more than existence itself, awareness itself. We won't talk about the bliss component. That gets a little confusing. Okay. So inquiry in which the mind is free of distractions and attachment to objects of the senses, and mind is known as freedom from thoughts, is a type of samadhi. A mind that is free of thoughts is steady, like the unflickering flame of a lamp that resides in a place free from the wind.